Do you think like a pause is realistic
Mm.
within the time frame that, or like, yeah, the percent, or like, what is the percentage here? Like, is it like 5% chance that we get a pause, or
Yeah.
and how, what needs to happen for it to actually happen?
So, I mean, I think people sort of see an AI pause as like completely unprecedented, completely unrealistic, right? And I want to start by pointing out that during the height of the Cold War, Soviet Union and the US were able to sign multiple treaties regulating the use of nuclear weapons. This most essential, national security concern. Um, you Same with the non-proliferation treaty. I mean, it was thought initially that nuclear weapons, all countries are going to want them because you can just deter an invasion. Like it's like a trump card. Somehow through global diplomacy, you can just make sure that only a small handful of countries get them. I mean, we banned human cloning, the Biological Weapons Convention, the Chemical Weapons Convention, the Montreal Protocol, which every single country in the world signed, banning like ozone-destroying chemicals. I mean, each time we did these, they were unprecedented, but they did them anyway because they needed to. And I believe, is pause is not unlikely, and even if it is unlikely, it's still worth going for, because if it's one of the few shots at survival, then what else are you going to do? But yes, I mean, under the current political climate as things stand now, no, we're not going to get a pause this month or the next few months. I do think, unfortunately, and don't get me wrong here, I definitely do not call or like hope for a Chernobyl moment, like a warning shot. It would be terrible for everyone involved. But in terms of like pausing, we need all the political focus on this one thing, and you need the political will, and you need the risks and the costs to be very evident to everyone involved. And currently we do not have that. And so that is, I think the most likely, I think a warning shot is pretty likely to happen. And I think if that warning shot is sufficiently visible or sufficiently bad, I would definitely not rule out an AI pause, right? Like we all share a common interest in not dying. And if people, if people think that you're developing technology that might kill everyone, then yeah.
Yeah. Are we capable of doing a pause? Like, if everyone agrees to do a pause, like, do we have the I don't know, the infrastructure to actually execute on it?
Yeah, like the ones that, the means I elucidated earlier in terms of energy monitoring, like satellite imagery, chip location tracking. I mean, all those things are things like verification of compliance is something that the US and the Soviet Union did with nuclear weapons. And, these means already exist in different, scattered ways for different concerns. I don't believe, if there's political will on the international level, I mean, I don't think, that will be a practical hindrance. I mean, the one thing I can think of is like if you do decentralized, like underground, there may be ways of avoiding detection. But